Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Alan.
And I'm Jess. And this, behind us, is our 2006 Goldstream RV pop-top caravan.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know us or are new to the channel, we've been on the road for almost 3 years. First 2 years of that traveling around Australia was in a camper trailer. For the last 12 months, we've been in this one here. So we just wanted to basically film a bit of an update.
Yep.
Have a chat to all you guys about what we've found 12 months in a caravan to be like.
Versus the 2 years in a camper trailer. What's differed?
Yep.
And what's better for us?
Yep. So I'm going to grab a coffee. I'm going to sit down and answer some questions that we always get.
Sounds like a plan.
Done. Right, we've got a list full of notes on our phone, so you're going to have to forgive us for checking that periodically to find out what we're talking about.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, look, travel in a caravan is massively different to camper trailer.
Our life has definitely changed for the better.
For the better.
For the better.
It's we're a lot slower going in a good way, for one thing.
And we're no longer camping around Australia, we're actually living around Australia.
Yeah. It's and I know that might sound strange, it might seem weird, but we do love going camping and that sort of thing. But when you're trying to do full-time travel around Australia, it's just, we found personally, it's not practical to do with a camper trailer.
Yeah.
The setup, the pack up, the wet, the cold. We'll talk all about that more as we go. I'm getting ahead of ourselves. That's why we got
really are.
Notes. Notes. First thing says safety. Pretty stock standard. We won't harp on this one for too long. Just safer in a caravan than you are in a camper trailer.
You can lock it.
You can lock the door.
Main thing, really.
You can leave stuff inside, lock it, go away for a day trip, do something like that, and not stress too much about what's going on.
Pretty much.
A camper trailer, if you really want, you can put a padlock on the zips, but it's still just canvas and anybody can go straight through canvas.
Oh yeah.
So, safety, tick, big one. Caravan, less so camper trailer. I don't think we need to harp on that one too much.
No, definitely not.
What do we got next?
We are more likely to stay in one campground for longer than in a caravan than what we were in a camper trailer. Sounds a bit counterintuitive.
It does. Because when we were in a camper trailer...
Or counterproductive even.
Both.
Yeah.
When we were in a camper trailer, we tried to avoid doing just simple overnighters because of the pack-up time, the setup time, the pack-up time, all of that sort of jazz with a camper trailer just takes too much time, especially for just a single overnight.
But in saying that, our stays were often cut short, or we didn't stay as long because the weather would change, or we didn't feel safe, or...
Yeah, I mean... In the caravan, if the weather does change, we can kind of just stay in the area and wait the weather out. Whereas if you're in the camper trailer and the weather's forecast to come in really windy or wet or anything, you know it's not going to be a good time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which we'll touch on now as well. The elements when you're travelling. Yes, if there's wind when you're driving the van, you notice it a whole heap more compared to the camper trailer.
Definitely.
But if the weather's not good, you just pull up, sit in the van, relax, stay dry, stay out of the wind.
It's just how it is, really. In the camper trailer, we would avoid stopping. If it was too windy, too wet, we'd actually just keep driving.
Which meant we, again, like we were talking just before, we'd see less of an area because we didn't want to pull up and stop and set up in the wet and the wind. We'd just forego seeing things, which sucked. Yeah,
it really did. I mean, it's given us the chance to stop and see things now.
Which is great, yeah. But it's just, elements are a massive factor when you're in the camper trailer.
Yep.
And it's not always a bad thing when the weather turns and you get to have a couple of days off in the van, because you can just have some downtime, have some relax, have what we call a down day and just not do anything.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next.
Let's go with free camps versus paid.
Yeah. Kind of ties in with staying somewhere, with safety, with all that sort of gear.
But we are definitely staying in more free camps now.
No, 100%. 100% we are.
Yeah, we just, as we were saying with the weather, you pull over and it doesn't matter if it's in a town or not in a town.
Yep.
We just can. We just feel like we can do it.
Yep.
And we don't even have to pop the roof we can actually...
Obviously where we are in the Goldstream, which is a pop top, it's only got a, I don't know, it's only quite a small pop.
We don't really know how big it is
No,
either.
I've never measured it. But if it is extremely, extremely windy or anything like that, we just leave the pop top down and we can still use it as a full caravan, if you want to call it that. Yeah, free camps wise versus caravan parks and stuff, we still do stop in at caravan parks every now and again when we have to, whether that's for travel reasons, catching up with friends,
washing,
doing our washing, all that
especially
sort of thing.
sheets.
Yep. So we are definitely staying in free camps a lot more comfortable, easier, safer. All of that ties into one for that one.
Yeah,
I think.
pretty much.
What is it? We've done more free camps in 1 year than we did in the 2 years prior.
Yeah,
easily.
And actually probably more forward driving with a caravan than what we have with a camper trailer, as bad as that sounds.
I suppose, is that going to be next on our list? Or
no,
not?
we actually haven't said anything on our list about that.
So next one, fuel usage. We can touch on that one, I suppose.
Yeah, 100%. I've actually got it on a piece of paper. But
one of the things I was actually hesitant about in regards to getting the van versus camper trailer was fuel use. Definitely. So I knew basically what our fuel use was when we had the camp trailer, and it wasn't too bad. I was quite happy with it. I was, however, obviously a little bit scared because the van's going to use a whole heap more fuel.
We've actually found it doesn't really. So we use, sorry, excuse me, my piece of paper, old school. We actually use Fuel Maps Australia, I think it is.
Yep, Fuel Maps Australia.
Just an app, and we can get a certain time period and find out how much our average litres per 100 was over that time period.
Yep.
So
it tells you more than that, obviously. It tells you how many Ks, how much fuel, overall cost. It tells you all of that jazz as well.
We generally look at litres per 100.
Yeah, because that's what we find interesting.
Yeah.
So I think you picked a random 3-month period with the camper
trailer and then random 3 months with the caravan. So with the camper trailer, over this 3-month period, it averaged at 14.96 litres per 100 kilometres.
Yeah.
And then with the caravan, it was 16.4 litres per 100 kilometres.
So what's that, 2.5 litres?
Yep.
So average of 2.5 litres per 100 kilometres more fuel.
Which adds up.
It does, but I mean, it's only minimal compared to the comfort and whatever you spend extra on fuel you're going to save by staying in a free camp compared to a caravan park anyway.
I mean, it does also depend on the weather when towing.
Oh, yeah. Look, with the camper trailer, I'd quite happily sit on sort of 98 to 100k and just sit there and plough through anything.
Yeah.
But with the caravan on the back, if it's windy, we'll be sitting down at 80, 85k an hour. If it's not, we travel at 90, 95k an hour and just kind of cruise along.
Yeah.
If we'd known all of this earlier, probably would have, and had the money, probably would have upgraded to a caravan earlier. But that's another thing. But yeah, fuel use, 2.5 litres per 100 more to tow the caravan compared to the camper trailer.
Yeah.
I can justify that. If you don't know what we're towing with, it's a 2019 Mitsubishi Triton, 2.4 litre turbo diesel, 6-speed auto.
Yep.
So there you go. What's next?
I'll look on yours because mine's timed out. Cooking.
Well,
Bit of a contentious issue.
It is. There is a massive division amongst caravanners on this one. And we're going to offend a few of you by saying we cook inside our caravan.
We do.
So
we are a bit selective about what we cook inside.
If the weather's good, we cook outside whenever we have the option. We've got a Weber and we've got the outside cooker and that sort of thing, so we cook outside whenever we can.
Yeah.
If the weather's not good, we cook inside.
Not going to lie. We've done the camper trailer thing and everything had to be cooked outside. There were a few situations where we did actually cook inside the camper trailer.
Yeah, but that was like boil some water and cook 2-minute noodles for dinner. Because, yeah.
Hashtag health.
So, again, camper trailer v caravan. Camper trailer doesn't have an internal kitchen or anything like that. So if it's wet, it's windy, you're cooking outside or cooking 2-minute noodles inside on the bed. So it's less than ideal.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, look, we don't exactly cook huge stinky meals in the van. We do try to avoid that. But we'll still cook bacon and eggs for brekkie in the van if it's not good outside. And that's just how it is. If you don't want to cook in your van, fine. Completely understand.
We don't judge you.
No. So don't judge us for cooking inside. Kidding. But yeah, no, simpler, easier. Cook inside.
Yeah.
If the weather's bad.
So the next one is actually weather/elements.
We touched on that already,
We have touched on that. With the camper trailer, we actually, if the wind was too bad, we actually found that we could, we have a swag as well.
Yeah, we take a swag with us if we can't take the camper trailer or now the caravan somewhere, like if we go off-grid.
So we'd end up putting the swag out.
Yeah, if we couldn't set the camper trailer up, we'd set the swag up.
Yeah.
And towards the end of it, we found that we were setting the swag up more than the camper trailer because we just couldn't be stuffed anymore with the camper trailer.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
that says it, really.
Yeah. And the swag's comfy too. Don't mind the swag.
Yeah.
Looking forward to going back into it and some upcoming trips that we have.
Obviously, I don't know about those just yet.
When I'm in the doghouse, I'll just sleep in the swag.
That hasn't happened yet.
Storage car and van versus trailer, etc. So that's, I think we kind of touched on that. With the caravan,
everything's in the van.
Everything's in the van. So the car's fairly empty and nice and light when you're going full driving, nice and light where you're going touring and stuff like that. Whereas with the camper trailer, going back to the safety thing, everything's in the car.
Yeah.
Or even when you pack up the camper trailer at the end of your stay somewhere, you rip it out of the camper trailer, put it in the car. So the car's always heavy.
Yeah, pretty much. We were always carrying our clothes in the car.
Yep.
So in a bag, in a suitcase. So
yeah, there's just nowhere in a camper trailer to put your clothes.
No.
So we were either wearing literally the same clothes day in, day out until we stunk.
Not much has changed now, but anyway. Hey!
But yeah, again, same thing. Storage, caravan, plus, win, tick, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
Towing, again, it relates back to fuel usage and stuff like that. Yes, towing a van is technically harder than towing a camper trailer. The camper trailer, you just go and it just stays there. The caravan, you've just got to be a bit more aware that it's there.
But it's also easier to know when a van is there versus a trailer, camper trailer.
You do feel it there. You don't forget about it, that's for sure.
You can hardly see a camper trailer at times, so...
Yeah. We will just say, I'm probably going to cop a bit of grief in the comments for this one, but if you are looking at buying a caravan or anything like that, I would suggest just hiring one for a week so that you can get a feel for what the layout is, what you like, what you don't like, and also so then you can have some practice towing a caravan. We've seen a lot of interesting things in the 3 years we've been on the road. Won't go much further than that, but I would suggest there.
Yeah.
And potentially just doing a towing course. Find a towing course in whatever state territory you're in and just do a tow course so you can learn how everything behaves when you're out on the road.
Yeah.
It's a scary thing to be having behind you if something goes wrong.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What else we got?
I think we've got convenience / setup time. So we have touched on this a little bit.
Yeah, look.
A lot.
We just, with the caravan, pull over to the side of the road, undo 4 clips, pop the top, go inside. With the camper trailer, depending on what sort of setup we were doing, you're looking at 45 minutes.
Ugh.
By the time you get the kitchen out and get the roof up and all sorts of stuff. It was a hard floor rear fold.
Yep.
So you just undo 4 clips and the whole thing opens up backwards. But then you've got to climb in, put poles up everywhere. Then you've got to get the kitchen out. Then you've got to, so...
Realistically, 10 minutes just for the van, the trailer itself.
But then you've got to get the clothes out of the car and bring them in.
Yeah.
Then you got to get food out. And then
it adds up.
It's a 5-minute job with the caravan.
Yeah.
Now. And that's if we put the roof on.
True. So what we did find with the camper trailer was that we would travel further in a day. At the moment, with the caravan, we are travelling maybe 100 kilometres, maybe a bit further a day, depending on where we're going and what we're doing.
Look, we know that's not a lot. We still do big days. Like, I think coming across Nullarbor, I did about 700k one day.
Yeah, that was stupid.
But it was just, it's not necessary. Like, with the camper trailer, we couldn't just pull over on the side of the road and randomly set up for a night or anything. It wasn't safe, wasn't comfortable, just was not a viable option. Whereas now we can pull into RV parks, free camps, side of the road stops, any of that sort of thing, and just set up without any troubles.
Yeah.
So we don't stress about going too far.
We've also found that we had to stop sightseeing during a day so we could actually get to camp to set up.
Yeah.
When we had the camper trailer. So we had to quickly do the sightseeing that we wanted to do and then rush off so we could get to camp to set up before it got too dark. essentially.
Yeah, because nobody wants to try and set the camper trailer up in the dark and then so on and so forth from there.
Pretty much.
I guess that kind of goes back to some of the fuel usage and staying in places longer as well, because when we do pull up somewhere that's a touristy area now with the caravan, we're quite happy to leave the van and shoot out for multiple different days doing day trips, and obviously your fuel usage is going to be less when you're not towing.
Yeah.
Whereas with the camper, we'd stay somewhere for a night, get up in the morning because we didn't want to leave it there, we'd hitch up and we would go sightsee with the camper trailer on the back.
It's also easier to turn around with a camper trailer than...
Oh, look, there's some places we probably shouldn't take this van and we have, but that's okay.
True. Very true.
Now, obviously there's price difference between a camper trailer and a caravan and stuff like that, so that does factor into it, as does maintenance costs. So at the moment, it's not in the frame that you can see. If you go back to the start of the video, you'll see that we actually don't have the awning on the caravan at the moment, because that may have got ripped in the wind and stuff.
Yeah.
So these things do happen. Maintenance issues do happen. We got talking to somebody the other day and they made a very valid point in regards to that. And they basically just turned around and said, if you've got a house and you live in that house for 12 months, you're going to have maintenance costs. You're going to have things that break and things that go wrong.
Yeah.
There's nothing different to that when you're in a caravan. Things break, things go wrong, things need repairing.
Yeah.
That's just part and parcel of being on the road and travelling, and yeah. I know that was a very random thing to throw in there, but it was just something that I was thinking about before. Yeah. And sorry, I can't remember who it was that we were talking to about that, but they made that point, and it's a very, very valid point.
It really is.
I think one of the other things was choosing sites and like free camps and all that sort of thing. With the van, we're only a single axle, so we kind of just pull up to wherever we want to pull up to. Jess will get out, stick a ramp under the tyre, we'll level it up, and then we're done.
Pretty much.
We're set up, we're happy. So with the camper trailer that we had, it was a rear fold. So forward fold, rear fold, they're all different. Ours was a rear fold, so you had to be aware of where the camper trailer was, where the back was going to open out to, if there was enough space, if it was going to be level, all that drama.
Yeah, and I can't remember which way it was meant to be. We had to have the front low so that the back could open out and have enough space to open out.
Yeah.
But be even. We had a few arguments about that.
More than a few. More than a few. One of the funniest things that actually happens to us when we're travelling with the van is if we pull into a quiet area and you've got the whole place to choose a site, we spend more time trying to find a site that we like and think everything's going to work and all that sort of thing, compared to somebody saying, that's your patch over there, go set up.
Yeah.
If they say that, you just go over there and you make it work and you're happy.
Pretty much.
If we've got an acre of land to set up on, we don't know what we're doing. We'll literally have arguments and take 45 minutes to an hour just to pick a spot because...
Which way the sun's going.
Where's the wind? Where's the sun?
Do we want to be near
solar? Where's, you know...
Do we want to be near the amenities, if there are any?
Do we want to be too close to the ocean because she'll be worried that we're going to get washed away during the night? And we have almost had that happen before, so pay attention to the tides.
Not that close.
What's a couple other things? Water. So we've got two 75 litre water tanks on the van. So 140 litres all up of fresh water, which we can last for over a week.
Yep.
If we're, not going to be on grid or off. Sorry, if we're going to be off grid and we've got no water, we'll make that last for well over a week. So you've just got to be aware of your usage.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're going to wash dishes, only use a little bit of water. Don't continuously have showers or continuously wash your feet or anything like that. You just got to kind of be a bit of a grub for a little bit sometimes, which we're both pretty good at.
Me especially. Inside versus outside.
Oh, inside outside time.
Yeah.
So when we had the camper trailer, we used to laugh, and we're sorry for saying this. We used to laugh at people that had a caravan that would just sit inside all day and all night. Because obviously we had the camper trailer, we'd sit outside all day.
We had to be outside
all night. It was, just the way that it was.
Even if it was windy, we'd be outside because it's a much better, more peaceful time than sitting inside with the flapping of the
Yeah.
flapping of the tent and the zips going ding 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 ding.
Whereas now, obviously, we're the people that sit inside I'm the person that sits inside all day.
I still sit outside.
Yeah, but it's quite comical how that's been a bit of a turn of events. Yeah, I sit inside a lot more than I used to, and I should probably get outside more. But for editing videos, for doing the computer work that we've got to do and everything like that, it's a lot easier to do that in the van.
A lot less distractions.
Oh, look, I'll sit here and go, ooh, shiny thing, what's that? Whereas if I'm in the van, I'm just kind of locked away doing my thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Solar and battery and stuff like that. So we don't have a great solar and battery setup in the van. It quite often runs out overnight, and we just hope that the fridge is still cold in the morning, and most of the time that it is. So when I say that, we've got 110 amp hour AGM battery and one solar panel up on the roof and half a King's fold out panel on the ground because I ran over the other half. Look, it's something that we want to upgrade, but I think that's going to have to be a future dilemma.
That might be for a next van.
Yeah, so there's lots that I'd like to do to this van, but it is a 17-year-old van.
Yeah. That has not really seen much dirt aside from with us.
No, the previous owner just took it on bitumen the whole time, and that was it. It was a baby to them.
Yeah.
We've taken it places we shouldn't have. But look, if all comes good, yes, I would absolutely love to upgrade the power system of the van. There's no dramas with that, and we would stay even more off grid and in more and more free camps.
Definitely. I think we've covered it.
For now, yeah. There's always going to be more questions. There's always going to be more.
So if you do have a question, if there's something we haven't covered for you guys, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, or even if you disagree with anything, please put it down in the comments, because we'd love to hear your opinions and your thoughts. And if this is just the way that we've found things to be going, that doesn't mean it's going to be the case for everybody.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I think we've kind of covered it.
Otherwise,
I'm going to go have a beer. No, that wasn't where you were going with that?
If you enjoyed this video, like it, put a comment if we've missed something.
Yep.
And make sure to subscribe.
Yeah, because we got some really cool stuff coming up.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Okay.
100% we do.
We've got some cool stuff coming up. Bye for now.
See you guys.
Yes, it went in your nose. I don't want to sit here going like
Why
this
are
all
there
day.
flies?
Oh, I don't know. You smell. Clearly.
"12 months in a caravan is a long time, but it doesn't feel like as long a time as 2 years in a camper trailer. That makes no sense."
That's because it's not. Do you want me to stop it and start again?
Talking about, I just ate a fly.
Oh, yuck. Do you want me to stop it?
Oh, I swallowed it.
Did you want to do that part?
We're going to a place that's like this. That's the only hint you get.